Real Madrid are Champions League winners of the season 2023-2024, and they've gone ahead obviously getting their accolade, and it's the 15th. And there is one thing I'm going to like about Fiorentino Perez. When asked about what next after the Champions League, he was like, we are looking for the 16th one. I like that mentality. And I've always gone ahead to ask myself, what really makes players at Real Madrid really feel like they own the Champions League, and even when they go there when they're young and win it, they have to do the needful to say they obviously keep winning. I now know. It starts from the top. And I tell you what, it's obviously nice having you onto this channel. Kahendo Oliver, Mr. Aradi, good morning. I'm watching you from Bokoman Simbi. That is it. So it's always nice, and we always come in here to let you know the truth about what the game of football is all about. And yesterday night I was like, why should I come live late in the night? I had shared the video, you found it there, but I said I should obviously talk to you in the morning. Now, it was Carvajal scoring the first goal, and then Vinicius Jnr. obviously around the 82nd minute. That's when he obviously went ahead to bury that ball into the back of the net, obviously cap it for the side of Real Madrid and obviously take it. But if you are a Borussia Dortmund fan, you'll obviously feel really agitated, because the chances were there for them to kill off the game of football, especially in the first half where they dominated it fully, but they lacked what we call that clinical all final finishing. Their finesse in the box was really lacking. And this is where I tell you that if you have a team and you lack what we call world-class players, it's hard for you to obviously lift yourself up and really create a moment of magic. They had the ball, they threatened Madrid, left, right, and center, but they couldn't obviously score. And Real Madrid did what they do best. In all the two chances they had, it was a set piece that Carvajal went ahead to head in the back of the net, and then another mistake made by Youngs in the central defense to Jude Bellingham, and Jude Bellingham went ahead to pass it to Vinicius Jnr, and Vinicius Jnr. went ahead to hit that ball into the back of the net. Simple. Simple. You understand? So it takes you back to what makes you win trophies. Trophies are all about keeping a clean sheet and and scoring goals. Sir Alex Ferguson has always said in this statement, I always reiterate a lot, that goals win games, clean sheets win trophies. I tell you, if Real Madrid never kept a clean sheet, by the time they would have gone ahead to score their goal, it wouldn't have gone ahead to matter, because Borussia Dortmund had really taken the lead. So that's what I'm telling you, that them keeping a clean sheet helped them to do the needful, and Borussia Dortmund isn't the side that really had to really take it to the next level. And I think the manager also, Tazik, was really to blame, because there are games where you need experience, and I understand the likes of Adeyemi are really good, you get, but if someone asks the manager, asks the manager of Borussia Dortmund, Ballon, why do you keep him on the bench for 83 minutes and you don't bring him on? Did he expect anything from Sancho to happen? I think it was like maybe something was going to happen from Jadon Sancho, but I tell you what, I saw Sancho when he couldn't really stretch any further. You understand? When you look at their bench, Sebastian Haller was there, but when does he bring him on? Let me show you the minutes. And he made himself lose this game. Live score, where are you? I want to show you how he made his substitutions, right? And then you'll all agree with me that he was the man who orchestrated the loss of his team. When you look at the players that he brought on the field of play, Adeyemi, right? In the 72nd minute, right, for Marco Reus. Then he had to get on. He took off Emre Can and brought on Doyen Malen. Then 80th minute, Julian Brandt and brought on Sebastian Haller. You know, Jadon Sancho off, Jamie Brock, Gittens. You understand? Now, at the look of things, these substitutions were made late. You get? They were made late. Especially Sebastian Haller. I think Falkirk, because he's a Germany player, they have their German players to promote them. I think all he had to do in that game was missing out on like 2 chances in the first half. That is it. And I think Sebastian Haller deserved to play close to 30 minutes in that game, because we saw him in the final of the African Cup of Nations. And I tell you, he's more clinical than that Falkirk guy. I don't know why the manager never trusted him. These are moments where you need a clinical striker, a man who can bully Rudiger, you get, because he's a towering of a lad and he has what we call the physical attributes and he's a good finisher. And he gives you what we call a plan B, like going long, and he'll win that ball. So I think there was need to change plan of play. Something that Tazik went ahead to get wrong, and it was like, let me obviously move that ball, you know, yet at a certain point X, all you needed was to really do what we call that ball over the top. And when you look at the likes of Sancho, Adeyemi, I think they made a lot of unnecessary touches, especially when they're really attacking. In the attacking phase, they are making lots of unnecessary touches, because for Jadon Sancho, I saw him on several occasions when Rayson, his right back, has gone ahead to overlap and Sancho took more to extra touches, yet it was something simple. Pass it to Rayson and then make that run, you know, to create space for Rayson to obviously invert inside or really find you in a better position. You get? They took so many touches. And in a game like this, it's all about quick passing. Look at the second goal that Real Madrid scores through Vinicius Jnr. You know, blind pass from the defender of Borussia Dortmund, and guess what? Jude Bellingham lands onto it, took a pass to Vinicius Jnr, and Vini went ahead to hit that ball into the back of the net. So that is what we talk about when we talk about being clinical and doing the needful. So Tazik, I won't blame him a lot, because I think this is his first Champions League finale. He has gone ahead to manage as a manager of Borussia Dortmund. Congratulations to him. And I think they need to add in more experience in their side. That is it. That's what I can tell Borussia Dortmund. All players that really play what we call purposeful football. Sancho is one of those players that you've always gone ahead to see people plead for. He's in the Champions League final. Why did Manchester United obviously show him the exit door? You saw it yesterday. Could he rise up to the occasion? And do you remember any moment of Jadon Sancho that he went ahead obviously put out that would have gone ahead to exonerate the side of Borussia Dortmund? The answer is no. That shows you how average Sancho is. However much he's talented, but his talent needs to lift up. He needs to lift up his talent to the next level. That is it. He's not this kind of player that will obviously come in through to let you know that he's really great or what. But I tell you, his talent is immense. But how can you really use that talent? For example, you all know Mason Greenwood. You get? To show you how special this boy is, like Mason Greenwood, drop him into that team of Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund beats Madrid. I tell you why. He would have gone ahead to make decisions that would have gone ahead to obviously create threats to the side of Real Madrid and even score those goals. But these other players running, not narrowing the pitch and widening the pitch, you are not hurting Madrid. That's why the likes of Marcel Sabitzer were really great into that team, because every time they got that ball, you saw those narrowing runs in the middle of the park they went ahead to do, and he also had a shot at goal, and he showed you how he could obviously influence the game. But Adeyemi had a very beautiful chance. He failed to score. Falkirk had a very beautiful chance. He couldn't score. And very many others. So, I look at what happened at Wembley as a side that showed what we call class. And that is Real Madrid. Real Madrid went ahead to show class. And even though Vinicius Jnr never had a very good game, and in the final, you don't need to have a very good game to score a decider or really to win the game. All you need is to really epitomize your moment. That is it. If you capitalize onto your moments and you epitomize it, I tell you what, you'll emerge as a winner. And this is what some people really had to say after this beautiful game of football. We had Carvajal, the man who scored the goal. He said, "It's been a dream day for me. I'm very happy to join this select club of players to win 6 European Cups. Every time we get one, it's going to become more difficult to get this taken away from us. I can't be any happier right now." When I heard the final whistle, I was really emotional. I arrived here being a kid, and I'm still here defending the colors of Real Madrid. We want to enjoy today because we deserve it. Obviously, breaking the dreadlock is really one of those most important bits of any game, like a final. And that's what the guy did. It was around the 74th minute when he obviously broke the dreadlock, and they couldn't obviously hold on to this guy because of how Falkirk found it hard to really stop him from heading that ball. And this is where I tell you that I think the manager trusted the wrong guy, Falkirk, missing out on chances and failing to obviously mark out this guy known as Carvajal. I think if you bring on Sebastian Haller, the game changes. The game changes because he gives you what we call set-piece threat because he's very tall. And again, even when you are defending, you'll need him and he'll help you out. That is something that we've been talking about here. And I've been asking myself, why is it that Sebastian Haller isn't being given a nod into the team, and this guy called Falkirk is being played close to 90 minutes of the game? So, I think Tazik should even move on this guy, because there are talks that they are going in for Guirassy, and if you're going in for Guirassy, it's a clear indicator that you don't need 3 strikers in your club. All you need is Falkirk and Guirassy. Then you have to move on the guy known as Sebastian Haller. But I know there will be huge teams looking in for the signature of Sebastian Haller, and I won't be surprised if at all he finds a very good move that will see him really join that side of the Premier League and return in there. All else even go to the Italian Serie A. Now, Jude Bellingham said, "I've always dreamt of playing in these games." You go through life with people telling you that you can't do things. Days like this remind you it gets hard sometimes and you wonder whether it's worth. But nights like these make you realize I was right until I saw my mom and dad. Nights like where they could have been at home by 7 o'clock, but they are out until 12 on trips to take me to football. And my little brother, who I'm trying to be a role model, the best night of my life. So his entire family was there. And for Jude Bellingham, he never had a very good game, I tell you. He never had a very good game, but he just went ahead, obviously, put a caveat to that win of Real Madrid by really putting in that assist and being in the right place to obviously capitalize on that blind pass that the defender of Borussia Dortmund went ahead to make, and Jude Bellingham assisted for the second goal that put Real Madrid into a better position, and they're really very confident that it's done and dusted, because by the time that came in through, You know, by the time it came in through, it was a 1-goal separator. And Borussia Dortmund would obviously use a lot of energy to obviously get in an equalizer. And to stop all that, they went ahead, obviously, getting that 1 goal more to make it 2-0 and Bellingham for you. So, what a way for Jude Bellingham to win the Champions League for his first season. And that takes him to compete for the Ballon d'Or, I tell you. That is it. He's going to be among those players to step on the podium. Him, Vinicius Jnr. And Vinicius Jnr, by the way, has a very huge chance to win it if at all Brazil goes ahead to win the Copa America. And for anyone who wins the Euros, when he's part of that Real Madrid team, if at all it's Jude Bellingham, who else? I don't see anyone else. But that shows you how important it is for the side of England to really give Jude Bellingham a gift of lifting the Ballon d'Or. I tell you, if England makes it to the final, Jude Bellingham is really gonna take the Ballon d'Or. I tell you, because I don't see any other player. I think Toni Kroos, you know, if Germany really wins it, Toni Kroos might be really given a farewell with that Ballon d'Or. Luka Modric, Croatia, I don't think Croatia has really a lot to do to really win that trophy. You never say never, because they're really having some good players. But I think it's England, Germany, you know, out of those, if one happens to come in through and really win the Euros, then Jude Bellingham or Toni Kroos, I'm looking at them as one of the most favorites to win the Ballon d'Or. And outside Europe, I see Vinicius Jnr, one of those players, if at all he obviously lifts Brazil to winning the Copa America, then no one will obviously be standing his way, provided German or England don't win it. Because when Germany or England win it, you'll obviously get to know that it will either go to Jude Bellingham or Toni Kroos in there for you. But it was a very beautiful display from Borussia Dortmund, but they couldn't obviously win the game. They played well and Real Madrid won the game. Bellingham added, special feeling. Some of my teammates have 5 or 6 titles, and he said, enjoy your first, as it is a feeling like no other when you reach the top of the mountain. Yes, it is important to maintain that level, but never forget your first and enjoy it. They were the better team for the majority, but it comes down to moments. And if you don't kill us, then it will come back to haunt you. Obviously, it was written all over the world that Madrid cannot play that entire game without getting a chance. And when they got their 2 chances, they had to kill them off. And after getting those 2 goals in, Madrid had some more 3 chances, and the goalkeeper of Borussia Dortmund was put to a task to obviously save those goals from obviously crossing the line of Borussia Dortmund, something that they went ahead to do. So it shows you that Jude Bellingham has 1 trophy for the Champions League, but they're telling him enjoy your moment and continue to obviously feel free about it. I love it, and it's like others are having 5 or 6. Carvajal has 6. I think Toni Kroos has 5. Modric has 6. You get? So it's really good feeling, a good moment for the side of Real Madrid and the kind of work they're doing to obviously win the Champions League like this. Then Bellingham added, I go back to the national team on June 8th, so I've got time to rest and relax. I need to listen to my body this week. I'm sure there will be a lot of celebrating. I think I will need something a little stronger than Lacazette tonight. Obviously, they're gonna booze. We all know that. They are gonna booze, and today they obviously do the trophy parade. After doing the trophy parade, they'll rest for a week and then join their respective national teams. That is it. So we wait and see how that really goes on. Jude Bellingham also added, it's hard for people to play. All right, I think I've already gone ahead to put this up. Carlo Ancelotti, the manager of Real Madrid, had the following to say. It seems a dream, but it's reality. I'm happy. It was really difficult game. As usual, they played better first half, and we are better in the second half. Finals are like this. We were able to win, and it's been a fantastic season. It's the history and tradition of the club. We have a fantastic environment. We work together without problems. The atmosphere in the dressing room is good. I have to say thank you to my club and the players with no big egos and being so humble. It's not difficult to manage the squad this season. We are not going to sleep tonight, that's for sure. Obviously, they never slept. All they have to do is to find themselves in a proper position of today morning, waking up on the right side of their beds to do what we call the trophy parade, and then go for their holidays. Those that are going to be playing in the Euros and the Copa America, they'll go next week but one, and then after that the rest will be history. It's a Sunday in my country, and it's coming to a Sunday where we are now. The Dortmund boss lastly had the following to say: it's difficult to find the words. Performance wise, we played a great game, but we found out why they've become champions for the 15th time. They were so effective, and that was something we missed. We showed that we were here to win, not just to play a game. We were close, small things missing, but congratulations to them to keep this kind of hunger. You can see why they're champions. This is a proud moment. We took 100,000 people from Borussia Dortmund to London, and everybody had the belief. It was a fantastic journey, but I'm also a bit empty inside, as it was a great opportunity, but we didn't take it. Obviously, they failed to really kill off the chance, and I think it was all about the preparations. I think the preparations were like, let's obviously take the game to them, but I think if they had concentrated so much on set pieces and really finding out a moment of brilliancy, like shooting from the outside area and so on, like Sabitzer really went ahead to do in the first half, I think they would have gone ahead to find themselves really ready to close it. And for Carlo Ancelotti, I'd like to credit him for obviously not getting in Lolin in the goal and said, let me put Courtois in goal, because he has been winning this for Real Madrid when he has been in between the stitches. So guys, thank you very much for watching it through. Rokan David is my name. We sign out for now. See you later and good morning. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. The Christians, hope you flock those churches like